get an order from the business unit. The wafer always starts off in a bare silicon wafer, and then go in the factory, we'll laser scribe it, and it gets a certain ID number and a product number, and then that flow gets put into the MES system, and it starts moving around the factory. The main part of the process are these photo areas. We start processing or patterning a pattern on the wafer, and then it goes into different areas. You can put it in an implant area that is putting different dopants or sources on the wafer. Once it goes through implant, we usually have to put it through a heat cycle. We then go to diffusion. Later on in the process, we start building the metal lines. They go through different tools, and they can't take the high heat like earlier on in the process, but again, they go back through the same photo equipment, and we'll put on several layers of the metal. The last thing that goes on the wafer is kind of a passivation that kind of seals everything in, and then they go to final test and assembly, and that's usually done overseas. Basically anything with uses electronics. Our big one right now, our biggest one's automotive. About 40% of our business is with automotive. And I know if you bought an automobile in the last 2 or 3 years, I mean, we've gone from just mainly running the engines and the electronics to everything now. I mean, from the camera systems, sensors that monitor the air pressure and tires. The average car now has about 200 to 300 different chips in them. So automotive is huge right now. All the cell phones, anything with electronics, are industrial for other robotics, all the appliances, things like that, and of course medical, anything that gets implantable, the big scanners, we make all the chips for those in the medical industry. So basically aerospace, all of the airplanes have our chips in them, tracking systems, so anything that has electronics, we've probably got our chips in.